Which explains your motto.
If I don't have to, I'm not going to. And if I have to, I'll do it as quickly as possible.
That's the one.
The act of not doing unnecessary work unless it's required, and only if it's required, it'll be done in the most time-saving and energy-conserving way possible. This quote is said by none other than Hotaru Oreki, one of my favorite characters in one of the best slice-of-life animes I have ever watched till this day. In my opinion, of course. Hey guys, Darkyo Josh here, and today we are going to be talking about Hotaru Oreki, and going a bit into depth about his character and all that. Now, this is definitely a video that I don't usually make on this channel, but if you guys end up liking the video, please comment down below what other characters I should talk about and go into depth about next.
They say high school is all sunshine and roses. Sunshine, roses, rainbows, and unicorns. I've heard so much about the bliss and excitement of being a high school student that I've written it off as a worn-out cliche. Who's to say that all teenagers even want high school to be like some fairy tale fever dream? It seems ridiculous to me. There's all the studying, and the sports hysteria, and the saccharine sweet romantic affairs. Those are the worst. A lot of teenagers have no interest in that kind of nonsense, right? Well, I guess when you rule out all that crap, there's not much left over, is there?
A gray-colored life and a rose-colored one. You see, Oreki believes that while yes, high school life is commonly treated like sunshine and roses with all the studying, the sports hysteria, and the saccharine sweet romantic affairs, there has to be some students who have absolutely no interest in those things, or in other words, rather prefer things being gray. As we see later on in the first episode, we see that Oreki was just having a conversation with Satoshi, his childhood best friend. But we could also infer that this could have been a self-reflection for Oreki himself, asking himself if he isn't the only one who isn't interested in this rose-colored life we call high school. If you've watched my The Art of Hyouka video, which by the way, if you haven't already, go watch that video right now or right after this video. But anyways, in that video, I talked about Oreki and how he's really good at solving mysteries. Like hell, this man literally solved probably the series' biggest mystery that happened over a few decades ago in a matter of one singular bathroom break. But that's besides the point. Oreki is smart, and I'm pretty sure if he at least tried, he'd be pretty good at sports too. So why try to avoid these activities and try to do as little as them as possible? Well, putting all that energy conservationist bullshit aside, this man is downright lazy. So lazy in fact that he created a whole fake mystery to get Chitanda off of his case, which is a pretty smart but sly thing to do in his case, but what can I say, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So, Oreki, after carefully weighing all the rumors about you against your own assessment of the detective's theories, I have decided. It's all true. You are special. You're gifted, a true genius.
I'm really not a genius. I just get lucky from time to time.
Oreki has put up a facade, a wall to keep him from meeting people's expectations. You see, Oreki doesn't believe that he's special, nor that what he has could be considered as special, as he refers to it as just him being lucky, or it just being a coincidence. When anybody says that he's talented, he just straight up denies and even rejects that fact entirely, which isn't really that surprising considering a lot of other talented people would do the same thing in his situation, neglect their talents or even misinterpreting them with things like luck or fate. I think that throughout Hyouka, Oreki neglecting his talent is one of, if not his biggest block, as he is not able to acknowledge his talent. It unfortunately ends up making his talent useless, and this is probably the only reason why I like Chitanda, as she slowly but surely helps him acknowledge his talent for mystery solving and helps him use it better in a sense. Now I can go on for hours on end on why Oreki is one of my favorite characters and that he's better than most slice of life protagonists I've seen, but considering the fact that that'll be way too much for me to edit, I'll just be briefly explaining a few reasons why. The first reason being that he's hella relatable with his laziness and all. Now, am I saying that I'm tremendously lazy? No, or at least not anymore, as I do put in more of an effort to be more productive. But as of late, I can relate to being in that state of laziness and sooner or later wanting to get out of that kind of state ASAP. Take YouTube for example. As I do like making videos for not only you guys but also for my own personal enjoyment, it does take a shitload of motivation or inspiration from others. So much so that when I am being unproductive, or even break days that I give myself, it's almost demotivating, as if I am always in the need to be doing something to keep me from feeling that sense of boredom or lack of motivation I usually feel. Another reason why I love Oreki and his character so much is because of his personality/attitude. Now, he might be excessively lazy to the point where it scares me. He's not a pushover, and he won't just solve any mystery for just anybody, or at least not by his own free will, as well as not caring about what other people think of him, whether he'd be rude or something of the sort. As one of his many quotes states, "I don't care if nobody likes me. I wasn't created in this world to entertain everyone." As we come to the end of the video, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below what other Hyouka type videos I should do next on the channel. And without further ado, I hope y'all have a great day and see ya.